So what is Microsoft Teams? Well, let's just take a look at the Microsoft page here. Microsoft Teams allows people to work remotely without feeling remote, so it keeps your team communicating when they aren't actually physically together in the office. It provides lots of different features, including being able to chat from anywhere, meet from anywhere, call from anywhere, collaborate from anywhere. So being able to have instant chat, which we're all used to nowadays, have video conferences with an individual or from a group, and being able to call from anywhere. So being able to have instant calling with your team members, not having to worry about knowing someone's mobile phone number, etc. You're able just to give them a call directly from within Teams. You can get Teams for all the different platforms. I personally use a Mac, so I have the Microsoft Teams client installed here on my MacBook. Of course, you can get it on Windows, any Apple, Android or Windows mobile devices as well. So you can get it from wherever you need to be. Now, for many users, you probably already have Teams included in your Office 365 subscription. You have to have at least Office 365 Business Premium. So if you have Office apps installed on your computer as part of your Office 365 license, then that means that you probably have Business Premium. If you're an existing customer of ours and you're not 100% sure, just give us a call and we'll be able to confirm which licensing that you have. You can also check that from within any of the Office applications by going into File and looking at your Office account, and it will show you the user that you're logged in with, and it will also show you the license that that user has. Now, taking a look at some of the features here, we're looking at this third column here. This is just going to be a quick rundown of all the features that are included. We won't go into them all in great detail, but you can see what you get included with the Business Premium license. So obviously includes Teams, maximum of 300 users within your organization. If you need more than 300 users, then you have to move to higher level plans that do cost a little bit more, but I think for the majority of our clients would be well within that limit. You get unlimited chat messages and search in Teams. You can give guest access to Teams if people aren't part of your organization, which can be quite useful too. You can have up to 1 terabyte of file attachments per user, and file sharing within Teams and channels as well. So you get 1 terabyte per organization plus 10 gig for each user license that you have. You can collaborate on Office documents in Teams, which can be quite useful if you need to work on a Word or Excel document, for example, and that person isn't going to be sitting next to you. For meetings and calls, online audio and video calls, so whether you want to just have an audio call with one person or multiple people, you can do that, or whether you want to have video calls, which are obviously becoming more and more popular in the current climate. You can screen share, so if you want to go through and review a document with somebody, you can choose to share their screen. That actually also allows you, it doesn't say it here, but it does actually also allow you to take control of someone else's machine as well. Background blur. Now, I quite like this actually. This basically allows you to blur the background automatically of your video. So if you are at home and you don't want people to see inside your house, you can hit that button and it blurs the background around your head. It's quite cool actually. You can have scheduled meetings, so if you want to schedule meetings, so this has got full integration of your calendar, obviously being an Office 365 product, so you can schedule meetings ahead of time to take place in Teams, and you can also record meetings too. So if you're having a video meeting, and rather than everyone having to take notes, if you choose, you can just record the meeting and everyone will get access to the download. So for the security side of things, obviously given it's a remote working app, you'd expect it to be secure, especially being from Microsoft. So all data is encrypted in rest and in transit. single sign-on to all Office 365 apps. So and it supports multi-factor authentication. So if you already have multi-factor authentication enabled for your email in Office 365, then that same login and multi-factor authentication would apply to Teams as well. From an admin side, obviously Teams being owned by the organisation is much better than using something like WhatsApp, which you really don't have much control over. So for the administration side, there's tools for managing users and apps. Obviously centrally everyone's login details are managed, so if someone forgets their password, it can be reset centrally. You can get usage reports for Office 365 services, and we can also configure user settings and policies, etc. So let's dive in and take a look at what the Teams interface looks like. So as I've already mentioned, we can do quite a few things in Teams. You can just see an activity feed of your activity and all the feed of activity of things that you're involved in. You can filter activity. You can chat, so you can jump into chats with individual people or multiple people. You can also get access to your teams, so you can create teams. So we have like our marketing team, our general team, and within the teams you create what's called channels. So you can have different channels for different type of things within each team, or you just have a general channel. Integrates with your Office 365 calendar, being an Office 365 product. You have a separate section for calls, so you can see calls, people that you call regularly, contacts, so it will show all your contacts that you have in your Outlook profile, and you have a history, and you have voicemail as well. You can also share files, as I've already said, through Teams, so you can see a history of all the files and things that you've sent back and forward to people. Files that you've downloaded, you can see where you've downloaded them and get access to your OneDrive as well. It's a really useful program. You can see you can do quite a lot with Teams. It's just a great way of keeping the communication flowing through your organisation when people are working remotely. We at M3 are using it quite extensively. Everything from messaging back and forward to sending each other files to having group or team meetings where we're all on video. So without it, it'd be really difficult to communicate otherwise. I know other organisations are turning to things like WhatsApp and Skype and whatnot, but Microsoft Teams is already part of most people's Office 365 subscription. They just actually need to start using it. So chances are, if you're using Office 365, you probably already have a login. So I hope that was helpful. Please leave any comments in the comment section, or reach out to us directly if you've got any further questions. Thanks.